Greetings, Jurassic fans. Red Hunya back here for to kick off the first video review here for this playlist. It's going to be the Hasbro Hybrid, the T-Rex. But before I get this review started, I'm just going to say when I review this figure, if I point out negative stuff and it seems like I'm hating on this figure, do know that I am not purposely just hating on this figure by Hasbro because it's Hasbro. I know there's a small demographic of fans out there that seem to like the Jurassic World toys and get upset when people hate on and or express their dislike for something in the Hasbro line. People seem to get really upset with you and think you're just purposely hating on Hasbro, which is not the case, guys. I was really excited for all the Jurassic World toys Hasbro was going to be released, and ultimately, in the end, after the nostalgic feelings wore off, it kind of set in, and I was really kind of disappointed with the line. But it's not going to kill it for me. I'm still going to do video reviews here for all the hybrids, but how many of these I actually keep in my collection after the fact, I don't really know. A lot of the Jurassic World growlers I have been failing. The electronic sounds have just been busting, which is strange considering I don't even play with the toys. I kind of bought them, did video reviews for them here, and other than that, they've just been sitting on display like those two in the background, and the figures break. So I'm just really confused as, it's like, I'm not even playing with the toys, they're just on display, and the figures are busting, and it's like, how the hell does Hasbro expect like a little kid to play with the toy and not break it? I digress. But either way, I went into Toys R Us. I spotted this figure a few days ago before, and I was going to buy it. I picked it up, looked at it, put it back down, picked it up again, put it back down, walked out of the store, and then went back today and figured just, what the hell, I'll buy it now just to get a review up here. I know many other YouTubers have already reviewed this figure, Jurassic Collectibles, Matthew Brando, and Victoria's Cantina. All of them have reviewed it, so Red Hunya's a little late to the party here. But I went to Toys R Us, and the figure retails right now currently for $24.99, $26.55 with tax. Frickin' tax. Tax is annoying. Alright, just kidding. So, yeah, let's get the actual review going here now, before I just keep babbling on about stuff no one wants to hear about. I'm going to start off with the packaging. The hybrid packaging so far here isn't too different from the other Jurassic World figures from the line. I'm just going to say the first Jurassic World wave we got for the movie in 2015. This being the newest figure released, and I think it's the first hybrid figure to be released here, and it's 2016, so I'm going to say the Jurassic World 2016 toys. Chaos Effect Part 2, the sequel. So you got Spike's reveal, you got a okay artwork of the T-Rex. There's a lot of different languages, it's in like 3 different languages, so there's a lot of extra text here, but whichever one you prefer, the English one here for me, Spike's reveal, and then you got all these other 3 ones, so like there's 4 different languages actually, my bad. Hybrid FX, Tyrannosaurus Rex, chomping action, blah blah blah. But yeah, the packaging isn't really too noticeably different. That's kind of cool, and like the different patterns they have here in the box is kind of cool. It's like red, weird, up where the T-Rex is. It's still the same T-Rex from the other ones, all the other Jurassic World figures here in the corner. Same T-Rex, so you know what to expect with that. Requires 2 AAA batteries. Batteries are included. Nothing on the underneath side except the barcode. Would have been cool for look out for these other hybrid dinosaurs coming, but not a huge, really big deal. Same thing here on the side. Just T-Rex, Jurassic World, Spike's reveal. It's got the same Indominus Rex scales here on the packaging. And on the back, you got the authentic Jurassic World seal, Chomping Jaws again, Spike's reveal again, Hybrid Tyrannosaurus, Hybrid FX Tyrannosaurus. Just when you thought the dinos were under control, the ferocious Tyrannosaurus Rex is back, and this time the mightiest dinosaur of all has a whole new defense. Woo! Has a whole new defense. Rex is back and kicking ass. So yeah, figure's just kind of held in by a few things, so I'm going to cut here, cut the figure out, and I'll be back here in a second, so just woohoo, cutting. Alright, so my T-Rex is cut out. Do be careful while cutting all these parts out, just not to have any accidents. It can be kind of annoying. But just two things up here holding the T-Rex in, and then he has two little other plastic pieces here and towards the back holding his tail in. You can see the other back piece there on the wall. But here's the other part by the T-Rex now. It's got all these multi-funky colors up here where the T-Rex is in the corner. Kind of cool, but for the most part it's pretty much the same packaging that we've seen on all the other Jurassic World toys. Alright, so just like before, on the other T-Rex, the Chomper in the background, he comes separated with his tail. Right here. All you gotta do, I'm pretty sure this is like a one-time thing. It says adult assembly required, but like I think any kid should be able to do this. I mean, this is like common sense. Like, how many possible areas could this piece connect into? It's like, Mom, I can't assemble my T-Rex, can't assemble. But this might be a one-time deal, so once this is in, it might be in for good. There we go. I feel like this figure is going to have the same problems the other Chomper T-Rex gave me when it comes to standing. It could just be the table I'm on. Oh no, there we go. He stands fine. You just got to get him the right way. This wooden table I'm on kind of has weird bumps in it, so that could affect some of the figures. But he stands for the most part by himself fine. I'm excited because, looking back, it's common knowledge, but all the Jurassic World toys have been plagued with screw holes. But looking back, I didn't notice while I was first really reviewing this guy, or it didn't really hit me, but this is the only Jurassic World figure that Hasbro released that was not covered in screw holes. I don't know why I didn't give this thing the awesome seal of approval, but I gave the awesome seal to the Stomp and Strike T-Rex. That was a mistake. The Chomper here really deserves the awesome seal of approval, just because no screw holes anywhere. Anywhere. Woo! Why? Whoops. So yeah, but this one looks really good here from the front. Looks really nice, but then you turn it around. So back in the beginning of this video when I said please don't think I'm purposely just hating on these toys, but I am just really confused as to why this figure has no screw holes. I mean, I know this one has the spike feature. Ooh, fancy. I know this one has the spiked features and the electronic sounds, but it's the same figure. It's based off this one, and this one has no fucking screw holes. So, like, it's the same figure. Why does it have all these screw holes holding it together now? Just because it has electronic sounds? Depressing, but I'm not going to let the screw holes kill it for me, but it just really does make me think, like, what the hell? This is the same figure. So just because it has electronic sounds and spikes, it needs all these screws to keep it together, which I just think is kind of baloney. But let's give this a count. We got 1, 2. Is there one hidden on the leg? No, I don't count. This screw hole doesn't count. That's for the battery compartment. That doesn't count. So we got 1, 2, 3. Ooh, this one's kind of hidden. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yucky McYuck yuck. But alright, on to the actual figure instead of me just nitpicking like some people will say I am. But it's predominantly this green color with a little tan on his underside here, this tanny color on his bottom jaw. And he even has, it could just be me going a little crazy, but he even has a hint of gold, it seems like. He's got gold splashed in. And his spikes here on his back almost remind me, his spikes on the back here almost remind me of exactly the spikes that came on the Chaos Effect Armargo Spinus. So, I'm not sure if Hasbro repainted them and just put it on this figure, but kind of cool. He's got those same spikes. You got the speakers. And the Jurassic World logo. And other than his gold and green paint job with a little tanny brown, he's got this weird pattern. I think it just might, I don't know what the pattern is. It doesn't even look camo or anything. It just kind of looks like DNA strands, I guess. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be, but it's got these patterns here. And it goes up the whole figure almost, all the way up until the head. I still like the head on this Chomper, even though the jaw here is really inaccurate, and I know some people were angry about that on the original Chomper, but the Chomper T-Rex was probably one of my somewhat most favorites from the line. But action feature, he has spikes on his head you push down, and then these spikes you push down. And then just like the Chomper, he has this button here. You push it once and the spikes fling open, and you press and hold it again and it gives his roaring sound, like say... you don't even have to push the spikes in again if you don't want to. You can just press the button again and he'll roar again. He has two different roars. One's a long roar and the other one's kind of a little bit more of a short one. But for the most part they're the same.
You think you can beat me, you hybrid bastard? I'ma kick your ass.
So yeah, it's not half bad. Posability in the arms isn't really much. Can't really go... well, actually, these ones can go through 60. Surprising they don't pop out. Here's just a little close-up of his spines. They look really cool. It's got the green and then the gold and then black. Same here on the ones towards his head. It's weird. It just says this T-Rex is a hybrid, but it doesn't say what it's a hybrid of. It just says hybrid T-Rex. So if I had to make an educated guess, I would say this is a T-Rex mixed with a Stegosaurus, maybe. That could be what these spikes are. Or maybe it's a T-Rex mixed with an Armargosaurus. Post in the comments what you think. Hasbro, I'll even note, holy crap, they painted his finger claws, even though they're really tiny and pathetic, but they painted his finger claws and toe claws, so... everyone should be clapping Hasbro for that. Really nice. But other than that, I'm not really sure what else there is to say about this guy. It's pretty much the exact same thing as the Chomper T-Rex, this one. Just electronic sounds, spikes, and a different color paint job. His eyes look kind of cool, a little bit, like the other Hasbro figures are. So, the Red Hunyo rating for this Jurassic World Hybrid Effects Tyrannosaurus Rex figure here, my rating would probably come in around a 2.8, 2.9, just under a 3. If any of you guys have watched my other Jurassic World figure reviews, I rated this guy a 3.2, and I probably should have rated this guy higher. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I think it's because this was also... this T-Rex was the first Jurassic World figure I reviewed, and this T-Rex is the first hybrid figure I reviewed, so I give this about a 2.8, 2.9, and I gave this one about a 3.2. Looking back, I wish I gave this Chomper here a little bit more credit than I did at the time. I don't know, I feel kind of bad looking back at this now and it being the only figure to not have screw holes, and I rated it a 3.2. It deserves at least a 4, and the awesome seal. I deserve the awesome seal of approval, not the Stomp and Strike T-Rex. Boo-hoo. But either way, this hybrid dinosaur isn't that bad. I'm actually kind of happy with it. I mean, minus the 7 screw holes, it's pretty cool with the spikes you can push down on the head and on his back, and then you press the same button like the other Chomper had. He's got cool sounds. So yeah, post in the comments down below. Tell me if you agree with my rating for this figure, 2.8, 2.9 area, just under a 3. And subscribe for more videos, and subscribing to my channel really is appreciated, and I really like the support and everyone, so yes. I will be doing more of the hybrid Jurassic World figure reviews when they get released, so stay tuned. And also tune in next weekend. I will be reviewing a Kenner piece, finally, from the Lost World. If you can name in the comments below of what figure I'm going to be reviewing, kudos and bonus points for you. I hope everyone enjoyed this figure review of the Hybrid Effects Tyrannosaurus from Jurassic World. Give the video a like, and I will be seeing you next weekend, guys. Thanks for tuning in and watching. This is Red Hunyo, signing out for now.